Everybody, and welcome back to Slowpoke Racing and the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Prop Up and Co. This is race 3 for our BTCC Replica Championship, which is taking place on a Thursday evening. So if you want to get involved and you're free on a Thursday, just give us a shout. Find us on Facebook at the Ultimate Racing League. We're on Discord, Instagram, we're everywhere. If you can't find us anywhere like that, just drop me a comment in the box below and I'll get you in touch with the people that need to see your message and we'll get you on track. Anyway, back to this. This is race 3. Change of tyres again for some of the guys. Most of them will, I think, be on mediums. There's about 3 of them going to be able to use soft tyres. Brilliant racing again for races 1 and 2. Some brilliant battles throughout the pack. There's only, 8 on the grid, but it is great racing. So it looks like the light's starting to fade again, so we might as well crack into this one. Can't remember now. It's a reverse grid of some sort. We're not bothered, are we? We just want to have a look, see where everybody is and get this race underway. So Carlsberg on pole position, Phaser just behind him in second, then Fazzy in third, Hawkeye in fourth, Willard fifth, Brian Moncani 6th, Stealth is 7th, and Bob is in 8th, so all the way down at the back. Again, he fought his way back onto the podium in race 1, so let's see if he can do it again in race 2. We'll get the cameras sorted and we'll get them lights on and then off, and we'll get this race started. Now, keep an eye out for Bazzi, who should get a good start in the BMW. There we go, he just pulls to the middle of the track there. Like lightning off the line, that BMW. Now then, Fazzy is on to the inside as we get into turn 1. Phaser has made a good getaway and has got himself into the lead of this race. Fazzy has moved up into second off that brilliant start in the BMW. Carlsberg's in third, although Brian Moncani coming through on the inside as they go around the hairpin turn at turn 4. And Brian Moncani's actually jumped Fazzy as well and has moved up into second. So Brian really trying to make up for race 2. He did get onto the podium in race 2, but a couple of mistakes from him cost him dearly actually, and ended up in P3, which is nothing to be sniffed at. But I know Brian won't be happy with it as he goes alongside Phaser down in towards turn 9. He's got the inside line and gets himself in front. Now then, is Phaser going to have a look for the switchback? No, he's pushing hard to go around the outside. Is Phaser in the Impreza across the start-finish line and up towards turn 1? Is any of them going to make the inside line? No, Brian Moncani still out in front. Phaser didn't want to have a look at the inside and decides to just sit behind Brian as they go through the S's down towards turn 4 and the first of the hairpins. This tight left-hander. It is Phaser in second, Fazzy in third. Then we've got Carlsberg in fourth, followed closely by Stealth in fifth, Willard is sixth, Hawkeye seventh, and Bob down in eighth. Well, not a great start for Bob. It's not the start we thought he'd get. Maybe he had an issue. We're not going to go back and have a look, but maybe he's had a bit of an issue. Oh, what's happening? Oh, just ahead it is Willard and Hawkeye fighting it out through turn 8 onto the straight. Then it is Willard in 6th, Hawkeye in 7th at the minute. Still the race leader is Brian Moncani from Phaser, from Fazzy. Then we've got Hawkeye, who we're watching at the minute, battling it out with Willard for P6 as they go across the start-finish line to start lap 3. Hawkeye just having a bit of a sniff around the rear end of Willard's car, and no room there at all. Good defending from Willard. Stuck to his line, into the hairpin they go. Let's just have a look from the top and see what's happening. Brian Moncani starting to open up a very small gap back to Phaser, and Phaser really having a battle with Fazzy. This will play right into Brian Moncani's hands actually if Phaser and Fazzy, oh dear, don't want them too close together too much, do we? Phaser, Fazzy, Phaser. As Phaser and Fazzy fight it out for P2, that's just going to allow Brian Moncani to get away even more. So into the final turn then, turn 9. For the third time, Phaser pushing hard in the Impreza, the BMW of Fazzy hot on his tail and actually having a right good look in the boot of Phaser's car, isn't he? As Fazzy goes up the inside into turn 1, couldn't quite make it stick. There's no room there as Phaser defended really well. Maybe a little bit of a touch there between the two of them, but they are still facing the right way. So we will carry on going. All this battling, it's not only allowed Brian Moncani to get away, but look at Stealth now, right onto the back of Fazzy. So these three, it's going to be a good contest between these three if they can all stay on the grey stuff. So Stealth now moving up into fourth. He wants another podium finish. He's had two already, and he's looking forward to his third glass of champagne, is Stealth. So he's just watching these two in front. He's hoping that they're going to have a coming together, but he's definitely into the slipstream just behind Fazzy at the minute. If he can keep the pressure on, then a mistake is bound to come. So good battling there between these three. Let's just have a look and see what's happening. Then we've got another little pocket now of three cars. It's Carlsberg, Willard and Hawkeye. Excuse me. We don't know where to look first. As Willard, is he going to have a look at the inside into turn one? Oh, it's on. Carlsberg's gone off. Carlsberg has left the track. Let's go and have a look at this. As we go across the start finish line into turn one, we can just see Willard there having a bit of a look at the inside. Now then, no, he backed out. Oh, it was Hawkeye that came through. Excuse me. It was Hawkeye that came through, and he just couldn't get the car slowed down. He has waited, so he's done the right thing. What a shame for Carlsberg and Hawkeye, really. I think the braking just caught Hawkeye out. Couldn't get the car slowed down enough. Shot up the inside of Willard. Luckily enough, Willard saw it, and poor old Carlsberg didn't. So Carlsberg and Hawkeye now down in 7th and 8th. Bob has gone through. He's moved up into 6th with Willard, who, well, he came out on top of that little fight, didn't he? And he's in 5th, although he's got Bob now chasing him down. Bob doing everything he can to get back up onto the podium. Started at the back. Well, he started at the back, had a bit of an issue. We didn't quite see what, and stayed at the back. But now on lap 5, he's going to be challenging Willard for position 5, actually. Had a great race in race 1, did Bob, to get himself up onto the podium. So he's wanting a bit more of that as we come around turn 1 into turn 2 and 3 at the S's. And Bob is all over the back of Willard. Willard under a lot of pressure here, actually. He's just got to concentrate on his own race, stick to his own lines, and just don't show the door to Bob, because he will come through it. And I think Bob is just waiting now as they get towards turn 8. He's looking for a good exit out of this turn. And let's have a look. There we go. Up the inside, back on the power nice and early. It is side by side now. Both in the Integra type part. So power, there is no difference between the two of them. Or was Bob just a little bit later on the brakes as they hit turn 9 and go round, but Willard is not giving it up easily, is he? He's going to have another go at Bob. Is he into turn 1? No, he's looking for the old switcheroo. He takes a very wide line there, but isn't he a bit... No, I couldn't quite do it. I thought he was going to go for the old switcheroo there, where you a little bit earlier on the brakes, take a wider line and then cut back, but Willard couldn't quite get the job done. Bob now, his next victim looks like it could be Fazzy just ahead. Let's have a look up at the top and work our way down, and we'll have a look at the tyres as well. So Brian Moncani on the soft tyres. He used the mediums, didn't he, in race 2? I think 3 of them are on the softs, actually. Stealth, he's going to be on the mediums. Phaser also, well, he's on the softs as well, and I think Fazzy was the other one. So let's just have a look. Fazzy, I think, yeah, he's on the softs. He's just been taken by Bob. Now then, the trouble is with using softs in race 3, the tyre wear is actually pushed up. I'm not quite sure what it's pushed up to, but it is pushed up, and you can see the wear starting to appear on Brian Moncani's soft tyres now, especially the front left. So Stealth in second now on the medium tyres. Again, looking for that podium finish is Stealth. Phaser in third with Bob in fourth. Bob on the mediums, Phaser on the soft tyres. So for, well, probably only another couple of laps, say Phaser's going to have the edge, but those tyres really are going to start to drop off very shortly, and Bob is going to be able to push hardly anywhere at all on those tyres. So I would expect Bob to be putting a challenge in the next 2 or 3 laps at least on Phaser. I've forgotten what it was again. It's about 15 or 16 laps, isn't it? So we are about halfway through the race, just coming up to the 8-minute mark. Willard is in 5th at the minute, but he's got Fazzy all over the back of him. Fazzy on soft tyres, but they are going to start to drop off again, like I was mentioned about phasers. So Willard on the mediums could have the advantage. All tyres should be up to temperature now, and that is probably why the wear is going down so much on Fazzy's BMW. That front left, with it being a clockwise track, the front left is always going to take the punishment. And you can see it, he's already at about 30-35% wear on Fazzy's BMW. Needs to clear Willard as quickly as he can, and then it is just a case of holding on. Let's have a look down at Carlsberg on the mediums in 7th with Hawkeye just behind him. Hawkeye on the softs. He must have been the other one that I forgot about, but Hawkeye on the soft tyres. Excuse me. After they're coming together earlier on, a couple of laps ago. Still down at the back now. Hawkeye, the front left is not looking good for him. He will start to feel that pretty soon. He'll start to lose grip into these turns. Oh, it's Hawkeye again, very deep into turn 9. As I say, I think that is probably down to tyre wear out at the front there, and quite a decent gap actually is Brian Moncani. If you look in the distance, there we go. Stealth is just coming around turn 6 as Brian Moncani completes lap at turn 8. So good gap now for Brian Moncani, almost the length of the back straight. So Brian Moncani just needs to concentrate on trying to save those tyres till the end of the race. We've got about just over 5 minutes to go. Stealth in 2nd, Phaser in 3rd, but Phaser tyres starting to go on him, and he's got Bob coming up very quickly behind him now. Bob's probably now got the advantage tyre-wise, because he is on the mediums that are up to full temperature, and he is having a proper good sniff around the rear end of Phaser, isn't he? As they go through the S's then for the 11th time, up towards the first of the hairpins at turn 4. And Bob really putting the pressure on Phaser. Phaser doing everything he can to defend it, but those tyres really struggling now as they come into Dunlop corner at turn 5. Oh, and Bob gets the job done and goes by Phaser at turn 5 at the Dunlop corner. Not a lot Phaser could do about it. He's struggling on those tyres now. They are starting to hurt. He's going to have to go onto the brakes just that little bit sooner to get the car slowed down, otherwise it's going to start drifting away from him. But down into 4th goes Phaser. Willard in 5th on the mediums. Now he's getting through them, isn't he, as well actually. He's got just as much wear on his tyres on the mediums as Phaser has on the softs. Then we've got Fazzy. Well, Fazzy just over 50% I think wear on his tyres, so Fazzy is going to be struggling as well. He's in 6th at the minute. I'm not sure how long he can keep putting the pressure on Willard just ahead of him, although Willard not really got as much grip as I thought he would have on those mediums. So Fazzy he's going to carry on pushing. Carlsberg, plenty of grip on the medium tyres he's using. He's in 7th, so there's a chance now for Carlsberg to catch up to the back of Willard and Fazzy. It's a big ask. We are just approaching the 12-minute mark, so maybe it is too much of an ask for Carlsberg and Hawkeye to catch back up again. Hawkeye, look at the front left tyre on that car of his. He's really going to be struggling for grip now, is Hawkeye. Let's have a look up at the top and see what the situation is. There is still quite a decent gap from Brian Moncani back to Stealth. Trying to look after his tyres is Brian Moncani. He's actually got the fastest lap of 58.0. So he is, well, he's backed off a little bit. Consistent 58s though. Brilliant racing from Brian Moncani. He does need to be a little bit wary though of those tyres as we approach the last 2.5 minutes. Stealth still sitting there in 2nd, all on his lonesome. He'll be pleased with that though. 3 podium finishes for Stealth. I know he'll be chuffed with that. And then Bob in 3rd again. 3 podium finishes for Bob. Tough races for him tonight. Apart from race 2, he made it look very easy. But race 1, he started on pole position, had a bit of an issue, ended up down at the back and had to fight his way back up into 3rd. And he's having to do the same thing again in race 3. But there he is on the podium. So these top three really are, they've shared the spoils tonight. Brian Moncani, Stealth and Bob. Can Bob catch up to the back of Stealth? I don't think he can. There's only a minute and a half to go. So it is quite a tall order for him. Fazer now dropping off the pace a little bit in 4th with those tyres, although he's managed to sort of take care of them now. About 50% worn for Fazer, so he just started to look after them, but he's got nobody to play with anyway, so he should be able to look after them. Fazzy, those tyres not looking great. He's managed to get by Willard actually. Willard is about 50% wear as well, so he has got more rubber on his tyres than Fazzy has, but Fazzy's just pushing. He's like, who needs tread? Who needs tyres? Says Fazzy. Currently sitting in 5th and chasing Fazer down, so this could be a great finish to the race. Yeah, we don't need tyres, says Fazzy. They're overrated. As we enter the last minutes of this final race, with 30 seconds to go, let's have a look. Oh, Hawkeye pulls over. He's got a blue flag going as Brian Moncani, Stealth and Bob go through. Oh, Colesberg struggling to get slowed down as well. So let's go back up to the top then, have a look at the timer. So 15 seconds to go. So Brian Moncani crosses the line to start his final lap. Stealth, is he going to get one more in? I think he may just get across the line. Yes, he does. Bob as well, just across the line. So it will be Fazer that finishes this race first in 4th position. Well done to him. Fazzy, how he did it on those tyres, but great racing for Fazzy to take 5th. Willard takes 6th. Colesberg, he will come around the final turn and he will pick up 7th position points. Well done to him. And Hawkeye, well, he seems to have a problem. He is going very, very slowly. So maybe he's just trying to send a text message or something, I'm not sure. But Hawkeye crosses the line in 8th. So back up to the top then, and our race leader and soon to be crowned race winner of race 3 is Brian Moncani. That is better from Brian Moncani. He's made up for the previous couple of races. Stealth, fantastic stuff from Stealth to get himself onto the podium once again. So 3 times on the podium for Stealth. And Bob, brilliant stuff from Bob to take 3rd. Wow, some fantastic stuff from the BTCC guys. I have no idea where we're going next week. It is always a nice surprise. In fact, I say I've got no idea. I've seen things like Brands Hatch banded around, so it could be Brands Hatch. Who knows? Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the races, remember to hit that like button, and if you've not subscribed, if you could do so, I would really appreciate it. I would like to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed as well. It does mean a lot, and it shows that you do enjoy the races. I will catch you all very shortly, and yeah, in the meantime, stay safe.